High and pull with your exhale. And 3. Hi, Karen. I don't know I don't know the technological science about when people come in or not, but I'm just glad we're all in now. Exhale. Sometimes it's easier for everybody to get in and then other days. But what we're doing is waking up our upper body. This is our day for muscle training, weight training. If you care to add on, you could do 2 things at once. And it's a heel lift as you pull your arms down. It's a heel lift. And you'll notice I'm trying to add just a momentary balance if you can do that. If you're needing more cushion, grab another mat or thick socks. I know sometimes that can be little uncomfortable on the ball of the foot, so just cushion up your metatarsal pad if you need it. Now we're going to take 5 more. We're going to take 4 more. Whoops. Take 3. Yep, good, Jean. Take 2 and take 1. All right, let's take the band behind your upper back. This is going to be palm up position. Hands palm up and exhale. All right, it's going to be palm up, out 1. And then you're going to be going forward 1. Now we're still lengthening the elbow on the forward and the out. If you care to add on, let's go back to the calf raises. These are muscles you can do calf raises every day with if you'd like. It also helps pump circulation, blood flow back up, having strong calves. Good. Here we go. Look at how the shoulders are down the back. That looks wonderful. Your neck is long. All right, we are doing 4 more patterns, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. We have 1 more pattern. Exhale, pattern, forward, and release. Very nice job. Grab your band in each hand, your handles. Place your heel or 2 heels in the middle, depending on what color you have. This is going to be a bicep curl, both elbows at the same time, but there is a way to modify, and that would be that you do right, left, right, left. So let me just show one of those. So let's say your biceps are tired or you have a heavy band. That's the way to modify, or keep going both. Good. That a girl. And with those tubings, or sorry, with the dynabands, it's easier sometimes to hold it hammer style. So that's great. Good, Karen, that looks good. Everybody looks good. Now we'll add the breath cue. Breathe in through your nose if you can. Breathe out through your nose. If you're congested or you have a deviated septum or some other reason, you can breathe in through the mouth. But if you can, get in the habit the best you can, whenever you can, to breathe in through your nose, especially during our movements. All right, we're going to do 5 more. These are the front of the top of your arm muscles. Good. That's it. 3. That's what I like about the bands, Jean. If you drop it, it doesn't hurt your foot. So I like that. All right, guys, that's release. We're going to do a sip of water or tea or whatever you have, and then we're going to come back. Good. Cheers. Thank you for joining me this morning and getting strong. And then we're going to do both heels in the middle, or I'll offer, but if you need it lighter, take only 1 heel. Both hands, bands are equal. In other words, you have the right in the middle. You're bisecting. Now notice how my wrists are in line with my forearms. I'm not forcing my wrists vertical. So the elbows lead the way. Your neck is easy. Here's another cue. Your knees are soft. Basically, the joint of the knees are long but soft. And breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Shoulders and biceps are working, but not the neck. Good. And we'll take 5 more. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Now I'm going to have a sit down, and if you have one heavier band, grab it. You may not need it, but the cue is going to be sit down without using your hands. So I'm deliberately getting my hands off the knees. Good. All right, now with your legs long, stretch out the band around your heel arch. Got my correct toes in. And you're gonna wrap the band so it's like an X. I'm holding on to the tubing and not the handles so that as soon as I start pulling, there's tension. I want tension throughout the range of motion. Your neck is easy. Pull, pull. Good. 6. Awesome. 7. This is one of my favorites for us because of the big, strong, we need these muscles strong, the back muscles. Now we're going to take 10 more. Exhale. 2. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to add a little pulse. So when you bend your elbows and they're near your ribs, just take a little 2-inch pulse right here. 10, 2, 3, good. 4, nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax that. Grab a sip if you'd like, and then we're going to grab a medium or light band and change it. Band around your heel arch. If you don't have a different band, don't worry. You'll just change where you grip. I'm going to have us cross the band. Then put your elbows beside your ribs, like you're holding on to a paper towel. Now, underneath your arm. Now, open up your forearms to the side. Get tall. And notice if you're even on your sit bones. So the right and left sit bone have 50% of your weight each. Your wrists are going along in neutral. Good, Jean. And this is external rotation. This is for posture. Take 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. 5. Elbows really tight. 4 to your ribs. And 3, 2, 1. Now, without the band, just take some circles for your shoulders. So I'm just kind of relieving tension. Good, getting some mobility. Take your band uncrossed, so it's no longer crossed. Now I'm making this soft T. Open up the arms to the rear. I've got a little soft elbow here, wide. You're tall. Good, your neck is free of tension. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Really good. Now I'm going to get rid of that for a moment. I'm going to have us release a stretch with the rack. Go up as tall as you can. Hand goes back, fingers point away. Go up as tall as you can, up, and then lift your heart. Now your elbows are soft. This is a posture stretch. Everyone looks wonderful. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and exhale. And then just do a little shake it out. Great. We're going to do one set for the biceps here. So take your band around your heel arch, and I'm going to show different ways to do it. So let's say if you have osteoporosis, you can do this with a straight spine like this, and I'm grabbing extra tube. Another way to do this, if you do not have osteoporosis, is to deliberately add on a bicep curl with your, an ab crunch with your bicep curl. Good. So stay, exhale, wrists are happy. Good. And we're breathing in the nose, and we're breathing out through the nose. All right, try 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, sit real tall. Pull your arms beside your thighs, but don't let the fingers hit the floor. So basically you're a few inches on the side. Good, Karen. And then you exhale. and you exhale. You're real tall. Your arms are like a low upside down V. Your rear deltoid is working, your lats, your abs too, your spinal muscles, the erector spinae. Triceps are keeping the elbows long. And exhale as you pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm going to slow these last ones down. 4. Make it work the negative. 3, 2, and 1. And now release the band for a moment. Grab any kind of seated position. So you can sit any way you want. Arms out. Now this is like the letter T. Rotate, 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 rotate. Hold on to whatever you got. So for me, hand on the thigh, hand on the floor. This is so that we stretch those muscles that we contracted. This is also for posture. Breathe in with your open arms and let's go to the other side. Place your hand down. Look over your shoulder. Really good, guys. Good. And just take a little wrist stretch. So hold hands with yourself. Massage about 5 circles one way. We've been grabbing and gripping, and we want grip strength. And then palms together, but we also want to relieve any tension that we don't need in there. So this is a nice hand form stretch. And then we're just going to shake out those hands. We're going to grab a sip, and we are going to be grabbing some hand weights next while we're on the mat. So cheers. This next muscle group is chest press, which is going to be lying on our back doing this kind of motion. I'll show you here before we go down. I'm going to have us do the narrow chest press. So it's going to look like this with a hand weight when we're lying down. So it's probably a heavier hand weight. So I'm going to say 5 to 12 pounds, somewhere in there. You're going to be lying down. And your feet, the feet are on the floor. So what that does is help keep your ribs down. That way your low back's protected. Now your arms are pretty close to your ribs. I'm gonna inhale, exhale. You might even think of how this looks like a push-up. You push your arms up. Now we're gonna bend the elbows kind of close to the ribs and then exhale. You run out of room because of the floor. That's okay. You push up and then you bend. Now exhale with your push, and we're going to try to exhale through the nose, and when we lower, we're going to inhale through the nose. Now keep going. I'll just talk a little bit. The wrists are fairly neutral. You have to hold the weight, so there's a slight bend in it, right? But they're fairly neutral. Exhale, push up, and inhale. And make sure there's no rib flaring. So in other words, your ribs are not poking off the mat to make this happen. You've got the ribs connected to the floor. Make sure this is a good pattern for your shoulder. Everyone's a little different, so if you have a little open you needing, that's fine, or if you need more narrow, exhale, push, and lower. And exhale, push, and lower. And just try 4 more here. Exhale, 4, and lower, and exhale 3, and lower, and exhale 2, and lower, and we're going to do 1 more. Push, and lower. Now I'm going to have us release the hand weight. The feet go long, the arms go long without the weight. This is a full body stretch with a shift. So shift through your legs, breathe in. And now we're going to do an opposite. We're going to get a very small weight, or not very small, but somewhere between 3 and 5, I'm guessing. 2, 3, 4, or 5, somewhere in there. And we're going to turn on the side. Now I am going to have my arm like a pillow. That's an option, or you could actually use a pillow like a pillow. So this arm is going to be holding. This small weight is going to be on the arm that's up top, and it's an external rotation, but with a hand weight. Open, good. So this is not a humongous weight. This is a therapeutic exercise. Good. It's really good for the back of the shoulder, really good for posture. 6, 7, good. 8, and I like it. So, Jean, glue your elbow to your rib a little bit more so it's not up here, it's down. Just see if that, yes, there you go. All right, up to 5 more, and I say that because you know, we're working with the weights we have. Karen, that looks like a good weight. Good, Betty. 2 more. So if you're too tired, then don't ever break form, but that's 15. So we're gonna do that on the other side. I'm just gonna turn my body basically around the weight so I can see you. One arm's a pillow. And you open, it's a 90-degree elbow bend. My wrist is neutral. And the neck is relaxed. You don't have any tension in your neck. Good, Jean. So the elbow's by your rib. That looks good. 7. Breathe in and out. 8. This is so good for the upper back, shoulders. 9. And 10. Therapeutic. It's kind of like what we did with the dynabands seated earlier, but we're getting it with the free weight too. 13. 14. Should be feeling like it's fatigued but not hurting. 15. Nice job. Come on up, and what we'll do is a stretch. You can sit any way you want just to mix it up. I'm going to take this arm across and I'm going to help it. It's as if I'm now drawing circles with the wrist. Neck is easy. And we're going to do the other side. So it's like you're patting yourself on the back. The other hand helps push it. Now it's rear deltoid, rear back of your shoulder, rhomboid, massage your wrist. Good. And I'm going to have us grab a sip. And I'm just going to clear the space because I want a heavier weight to do an upright bent. It's called a bent over row. So let's grab a sip and we'll have a challenge of getting up without using our hands. About 8 ounces of drink today is what we're shooting for during our class, or more if you can. So I'm going to come up differently. 1 foot forward if you can. Now you can come up without your hands as the challenge. So I'll show this way. Good job, we did it. All right, now this is a little heavier weight. It's going to be with one hand. So I'm going to offer somewhere between 5 and 10 pounds is your weight. So just one. So your hand weight is, I'm going to say my right hand. I'm going to cue exactly which hand I have so we're together. Left foot forward, right foot back. Now this hand's free, it's on your thigh. Now notice how my back is like a table, but it's not flat. It's long, but it's not like a tortoise. Bend your elbow. Good. I want you to think about how you start a lawnmower. I mowed the lawn the other day, and this is how I started it. So you pull. Now I'm going to turn a different way so I can see you, or you can see me in a different way. So I'm still in the same position. I'm just facing you. Good. So your back is long. Good, Karen. 7. Good. You're not like a tortoise. You're not round. You're long. Good. Bent over row. 9. One arm only. 10. This is why it's a heavier weight. Good. 11. I like how your neck and head are in a line. 12. Now you're breathing in your nose. 13. 14. I like how you're keeping your back stable. You're not tilting your back. It's just your arm pulling up. Good. 18. And I'm going to call this a slight lunge position. Now on the 20, we're going to stand up. We're going to give our body muscles a break, their posture. And when I'm in vertical, good, everybody. Now switch your hand. Now my left hand has the weight. Right foot forward, slight lunge. The right hand is on that front thigh. It's like just a reminder that I want to keep my spine long. Now I'm going to hinge. Here we go. Start a lawnmower. Pull. Good. 3. Now we're going to add the breath cue. 4. Breathe in the nose. 5. So you can see why it takes a heavier weight, but I wanted our form to be good before we did this. I wouldn't want us to be doing this with a rounded back. Exhale as you pull is a nice cue. 10. Good, Betty. It's like you're starting a lawnmower. Good. Maybe it's like you're picking up a suitcase. There's another cue. See what images come to mind. But your back is stable. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more, elbow, good, going by your rib. 2 more. 1 more. Now we're gonna stand up to relieve the body. Good job, guys. Grab 1 more weight in your hands to match, so they both match. And your hands are beside you. Now both heels are gonna lift. Good, 1. Now we're gonna add a pattern. Are you ready? 1 bicep curl with hammer style and then lower. Now 1 heel raise, sorry, both heels raise. 1 calf raise, both legs. 1 pattern. This is a pattern of hammer. Lift your heels. Good. Hammer. Good. Lift your heels. And I'll keep doing the cues. Breathe in your nose and out through your nose. Try to get even weight across your toes, your metatarsal heads when you lift. So now you're lifting more than your body weight because you have a hand weight in each hand. When you lower your elbows, the elbows don't go hyperextended, they don't go backwards. You control it on the way down. You guys are doing great. We know that patterns and coordination and sequences memorizing are good for the brain, and especially during exercise because the brain's getting more blood flow, normally doesn't get so much. Lift up. Woo. Saunas too. That's why we like the sauna. Go up. Okay, we've got 3 more patterns here. So you bend and you lift. Bend and then you lift. Bend, you guys are doing great. And then you lift. And then we're gonna safely lower the hand weights down and grab a sip before we do Qigong, knocking on the door of life. So we'll grab a sip. Open the feet a little bit. This is a releasing body tension. Also, it releases mind. It's a great way to calm the brain. Breathe in and out. Now the next weight is probably going to be between 3 and 6 pounds. And we're going to do a lateral raise, which is the one where we open our arms out like the letter T. I've lost my correct toes. All right, so your hands are going to be doing a T motion, but really we don't need to go up higher than the shoulders. So this is like a athletic stance, feet kind of in line with the hips. The knees are soft, which I just make sure every now and then I'll do a little bounce to make sure I'm not locking my knees out. The knee position will help your low back too. If the knees are locked out, it's easier to get lordotic. So I like the soft knees, not only for the knees, but for the back. Good. You're controlled every now and then. We can just shake out that neck, make sure it's not holding on to tension. And we're resisting the gravity. Good. I like it. You should be able to see your hand weights in your peripheral vision. That's a way you can work in the scapular plane. So you're not like taking the hand weights behind you. They're in your vision. They're just barely slightly ahead of your body. Knees soft. Take a couple more. We're going to add on, and you're doing great. Another one. Now I'm going to stand back a little. We're going to keep that athletic stance. Put the hand weights about here. All right, exhale. Push up. Make sure your neck is easy. In other words, it's not creating any tension, even if you have to be wider. Yep, that's good, Karen. I like how you're adjusting if you need to. Slowly lower. Exhale up. We'll try breathing in the nose and breathing out the nose. Try 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, you're going to let the hand weight slowly come down, not to the floor. Turn your hands over. So you see we're doing a pattern. We're not doing as many in each of the exercises. Good. We're changing it up. but the theme was shoulders. The theme is shoulders. So we did lateral raise, we did overhead press, military press, and then we're doing front, right, left. So the arms may start to feel fatigued. The right, left lets you have a little recovery in one arm. Notice how your body's upright. All right, 6 more total, 5 more total, 4 more total, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to get rid of that. Grab a sip if you'd like. I want to have us do one-legged balance for the glute. I think I accomplished 8 ounces. And then with one-legged balance, my go-to move is a tree, but you can take it with low or foot on the inner thigh. We're going to do a shoulder stretch here, so if you'd like to add on cow face, that a girl. So now we're doing 2 things at once. If you really need the focus to be just on one, please do that. I'd like to offer some coordination and harder moves. Good, everybody looks so good. All right, breathe in. Now we're going to do the other side. So remember which hand you had up. I had the right elbow up. Now the other tree pose. Now you've got this shoulder stretch. Good job. Breathe in. Be tall. Be solid. Everyone looks so good. Karen, your leg height looks so good. It's really been high since you came. That's really good. Look at Betty, your leg's higher. Look at everybody's tree. Isn't that fun? Good, Jean. Guys, we're going to lower it down and let's sneak in right foot over the left. Awesome. This is a half moon. So when we were seated, we did a rotation because that's one of the important movements of the spine. We also did a extension with the rack posture. Now we're doing lateral flexion. Now we're going to go up and over. So we're always working the spine in the ways it wants to be worked. Extension, flexion, lateral flexion, rotation, and axial extension, which means good posture. Shake out any tension, guys. Notice your elbow. Look how long it is. I love it. Now we're going to let the feet be underneath and find a 4 corners of balance that serves you. Breathe in and breathe in wellness. And exhale, let go of any tension, worry, doubt. Breathe in wellness, a solid footing, a feeling of certainty and sure-footedness, clarity. Breathe in wellness. Exhale anything that doesn't serve you and just take a stand. This is called axial extension. You have 4 corners of balance on your feet. Your hips are level, so if it were if the pelvis were a bucket of water, it wouldn't spill back or forward. It'd be level. And your ribs are over your pelvis. Your shoulders are down the back. Your crown is lifted. Your ears in line with the shoulder. Your nose behind the sternum. Take a breath. Today I'm going to embody wellness and peace everywhere I go. That's what I'm going to be. Everything I do with whomever I converse, I'm going to be the epitome of wellness and peace.